Welcome back. Today we have a word. We'll talk about the Louisiana Purchase, General Grant, World War II, the Dalai Lama, James Earl Ray, a planet, a song, and a quote. Also, we're going to try things a little bit differently, and I'll tell you more about that at the end. So grab your favorite cuppa, sit back, and let's check it out. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for March 10th. March 10th is the 69th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, or the 70th day if it's a leap year. There are 296 days remaining until the end of the year. Today's word is colloquialism. Colloquialism is a noun that means a word or a phrase that is commonplace within a specific language, geographical region, or historical era. Colloquialisms are informal and conversational rather than formal or literal. For example, one might say, "I wasn't born yesterday." Of course, taken literally, that's obvious because the person saying it obviously is not a one-day-old infant. Instead, that is an expression, a colloquialism that means, "You can't fool me. I wasn't born yesterday." Groovy, hip, hotter than a $2 stove, handier than a pocket on a shirt, are all colloquialisms. The word wicked literally means evil, but has evolved into colloquial use to also mean excellent. Whenever you encounter a word or a phrase that is being used to mean something other than its literal definition, it's probably a colloquialism. How do we get colloquialisms? Well, slang words and phrases are usually developed by a specific culture or social group as a shortened or modified word or words, and they might take on a different meaning than their original word. And then there's jargon, words and expressions created within a specific trade or profession. When slang and jargon come to be used outside their origination subgroups, they become colloquialisms. So, a colloquialism is a word or expression that makes up the informal style of language that people use in casual conversation. The word colloquialism comes to us from Latin roots that mean to converse or speak. First known use of the word colloquialism is in the early 1800s. Colloquialism. We're going to start in 1804 when there occurred a formal ceremony to transfer ownership of the Louisiana Territory from France to the United States. On March 10, 1864, President Lincoln signed Ulysses S. Grant's commission to command the U.S. Army. March 10, 1945, American bombers continued dropping firebombs on Tokyo, Japan. March 10, 1959, the Tibetans gathered around the summer palace of the Dalai Lama in revolt against the Chinese occupation forces. The Tibetans, perhaps correctly, feared that the Chinese might try to kidnap the Dalai Lama, and on this day, 300,000 loyal Tibetans surrounded the palace to keep that from happening. On March 10, 1969, James Earl Ray pled guilty to assassinating Martin Luther King Jr. He later unsuccessfully tried to recant that testimony. Astronomers discovered the rings of Uranus on March 10, 1977. Today's song is "Hey Baby" by Bruce Channel. Sometimes when I'm gathering information for the song of the day, I encounter a title that doesn't ring a bell for me, and this was one of those. I often do the research first and then go find it on YouTube for the link in the description. That said, I was pleasantly surprised to see that this song was recorded at a studio in Fort Worth. When I found it on YouTube, clicked that play button. Oh yeah, I remember that song. Hey Baby was released in December of 1961, reached number 1 on March 10th, 1962, where it held for 3 weeks. Link in the description. And looky there, it transitioned right over to me just like it's supposed to do. Now, folks, I've got some traveling to do over the next couple weeks. Some family business to tend to up in Oklahoma. But I have been working on trying to get some episodes put together in advance so we don't miss a beat. I will have some of my electronics with me so that I can make sure everything is uploaded and plugged in a timely manner and respond to comments. I think most of the episodes will look and feel similar to this one here, with different subjects, of course. I think we're going to have an outtake today because as I was introducing the episode, my little neighbor girls came to the door, so I'll clip that out and put it in the outtakes area. They're sweet little girls. I'd love for you all to wish me the most benevolent outcome for safe travel, the work that we need to accomplish while I'm there, as well as a safe return home. Or another way I like to say it is, I request the most benevolent outcome as I go about my errands. Please see me safely there and back again. And you are welcome to use that prayer or benediction for yourself. The most benevolent outcome. Now, today's quote is something... Oh, where's the green screen? Let's put a picture in there. Come here to me, you. We'll just put some bricks in there, okay? Yeah, that was bricks, okay. Today's quote is something Winston Churchill said, and I think is quite fitting. He said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Winston Churchill. Alrighty, y'all, stay safe, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Oh, hold on. I don't know where we were. My little neighbor girl sometimes makes baked goods, usually cupcakes or cookies, and then carries them around the neighborhood to trusted neighbors to see if anybody would like to buy one or two. And I appreciate her entrepreneurial spirit. So I almost always buy something from her, whether I need it or not. What a little sweetie she is. And now I'm trying to catch my breath. All right, let's see where we were. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.